Make your kitchen ready for every summer gathering this Memorial Day with LG and Lowe's. Our exclusive InstaView appliance suite includes ranges with air fry, refrigerators with slow-melting craft ice, and an exclusive dishwasher you can only find at Lowe's. Plus, you'll get up to 10% back via a MasterCard prepaid card when you bundle eligible LG products via rebate. Shop Memorial Day savings at Lowe's. Offer valid 3/3 through 5/18 on select LG items only. See Lowe's.com/rebates for details and timing.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, the Rock of Seattle. And yeah, once again, we've teamed up with the Washington State Council of Firefighters, Operation Warm. Yep, it's coats for kids this holiday season. All it takes is $20. Puts a brand new coat on a Washington State child that needs one, and you can help.
Man, we are getting closer and closer to $15,000 raised. Of course, we have a very high goal of $50,000, so we got to step it up, Rockaholics. Donate as much as you can. And shout out to people like Gwen Graham, who donated, looks like just right around $50. AJ donated $21. Denise, $21 as well. You guys all rock.
Man, it is such an awesome thing to do because we just don't think about it. But, man, everyone's got a coat. And these kids, some of them don't have coats, and that's what we want to put a coat on their body. Just $20 is all it takes, but anything counts. If you have $1, give $1. And if you can't donate at all, well, go to KISW.com. Share this on your socials. Just take the link, put it on your socials. Make that donation today at KISW.com. It's Coats for Kids, presented by Palace Law.
Let's play B-Migs.
It's time to play the game.
Yeah.
So everybody scream his name. B-Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa. B-Migs, you're a loser.
It is time to be Migs. And it's Tuesday, so it's time to turn down for tentacles.
Charge out for what? Release the Kraken.
Yeah, release the Kraken. And when they play on Thursday, hopefully it'll be better than whatever the hell that was yesterday.
That wasn't a game.
Yeah,
it didn't count.
Oh, it didn't count. Okay.
Yeah. No. It was called a Pittsburgh Penguins ego boost.
Yeah, exactly. It was kind of cool. Like I didn't understand. Like I didn't know anything other than I've recognized Sidney Crosby's name. But to see him play was pretty fantastic, actually, too.
Oh, yeah. He had a goal.
Yeah.
So if you're a Penguins fan, you got to see your guy have a goal.
Oh, good for them.
And if you're a Jamie Alexiak fan, you got to see him have a couple goals on his own goalie.
I got tired. They kept showing that same Penguins couple just dancing in the stands, and I'm like, you know what? They should have them removed.
What was up with those? Did you see the one guy who had the two chicks and he was holding their hands and dancing with two chicks? I was like, yeah, look at this guy. Penguins fans.
Yeah. That guy pissed me off a lot, too. I'm like, okay, not only is your team winning, but you seem to be winning, too, sir.
Wow. Well, we know those are his daughters or his family or his sister. I don't know what's going on.
Let's get to our contestants today. We've got Chris and Kent. Chris, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Excellent. All right, Steve, get out of here. Yeah. For those playing at home, Chris will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Chris, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
A post-mortem examination to discover the cause of death or the extent of disease is known by what word beginning with A?
Autopsy.
Yes. Pope John Paul II passed away in what mid-2000s year?
2004, 5-6.
5, yes. Vlasic Pickles uses what animal as its mascot?
A stork.
Yes. Marley is the first ghost to appear in what holiday movie?
Christmas Carol.
Yes. What colorful cup is awarded to the champions of the Canadian Football League?
Red.
No.
Blue.
No.
Green.
No. The movie 9 to 5 starred Dolly Parton, Jane Fonda, and who?
Oh, crap. I should know this. Pass.
The dogfish is specifically what kind of fish?
Shark.
Yes. According to the saying, a rolling stone gathers no what?
Moss.
Yes. Which company makes the 57 sauce?
Heinz.
Yes. What is the current currency in Italy?
The Euro.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Correct.
Not too shabby.
That is a good score there.
We'll see if Steve comes through.
Yeah, I don't know if Steve's going to be able to get that on today.
Oh, really? Ouch. You don't believe in him?
Yeah. I just don't think it's going to happen on this one.
Wow.
I mean, I'm at a disadvantage. I'm at home. I'm sick.
Yes.
So you just don't know.
All right.
We'll have to see if you can power through this, Steve. Are you ready?
Yes.
A post-mortem examination to discover the cause of death or the extent of disease is known by what word beginning with A?
A weird experience.
No.
Atrophy.
No.
Amorphous.
No. Pope John Paul II passed away in what mid-2000s year?
2005.
Yes. Vlasic Pickles uses what animal as its mascot?
A frog?
No.
A horse.
No.
A grasshopper.
No. Marley is the first ghost to appear in what holiday movie?
A Christmas Story.
No.
Oh, what the hell is the one with the... Oh!
Whoa.
Oh, crap, I can't think of it. A Christmas Tale.
No.
A Christmas Party.
No. What colorful cup is awarded to the champions of the Canadian Football League?
The Silver Cup?
No.
The Gold Cup?
No.
The Golden Football Trophy?
No.
Wow, Red, you were right.
The movie 9 to 5 starred Dolly Parton, Jane Fonda, and who?
Burt Reynolds.
No, it's Steve. You got one correct.
Wow, Rev, you called it.
And you lose 8-1.
Wow, I can't believe he was that bad, but he was that bad. Congratulations, Chris.
Wow, I can't believe I spanked you that hard, dude.
It's been college since I've heard that.
Yeah. Well, congratulations to me.
And Chris.
I get us up. Yeah, buddy. All right, I suppose Chris deserves some responsibility for this.
You did all the heavy lifting there.
Whatever.
In all fairness, that's one of the symptoms of COVID is that you get really bad at trivia games.
Oh, is that it?
Oh, I didn't realize that. But Fauci, Fauci needs to talk more about that.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Some of the answers you did not get correct. The post-mortem examination beginning with A is an autopsy.
Oh, damn it. That makes sense.
Chris got that one correct. He also knew Vlasic Pickles uses a stork to promote their pickles.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, now that I'm not under the pressure of the game, once you said Vlasic, I instantly pictured a stork.
Oh, there you go.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
During the game, I just completely brain farted and bombed that one.
Speaking of the brain fart there, it's A Christmas Carol that has Marley in it.
Oh, yeah, buddy.
And nobody figured out what the Canadian Football League trophy is with that colorful name.
I am so surprised. You know it's Steve,
you got
right?
it, PJ?
Oh, yeah, it's the Grey Cup. Yeah, Grey Cup. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, which really isn't very colorful. It's not the most colorful of the colors. So
But
I love
it's a
that.
color, and I was trying to figure out a way to kind of help out with it.
That's why I loved it, because it really does kind of, you weren't wrong for saying that, but it kind of throws you off when you go colorful. Oh, you don't think of gray as a colorful color, but yeah, it is a color.
And then the only person I think that might get this might be you, BJ. In the movie 9 to 5, it starred Dolly Parton, Jane Fonda, and whom?
Was it Lily Tomlin?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, because, of course, Jane Fonda and Lily Tomlin are together again for that Grace and Frankie show.
Which I believe is ending or just ended or something like that. They're on their last season.
Oh, wow.
The season's already started?
Something like that. It's either about to start or it already started.
Oh, find out, Vicky, because that's a show my wife and I watch. So let me know, would you? As a matter of fact, that's your only job today. All right, that's your only job.
Well, Steve, your only job today was to lose, and you did very well at that. So
good
congrats
job, Steve.
on your loss.
Wow. Nice effort.
And it looks like it's going to drop early next year. So soon.
Oh, okay. All righty. Yeah, they've had a good run. And I forgot they were in. I was like, it was interesting that they decided to work together. They work well together. Totally forgot they actually did that movie together, so it makes sense that there was some chemistry. Well, how about this? Video editor and game developer James Covenant is going viral again this year, even though what he's done, he did back in 2013, a video that he put together. And I have a T-shirt that I bought based on this because it is pretty funny, as he's got audio of Star Trek's Captain Picard and turned the holiday classic Let It Snow, Let It Snow, Let It Snow into his iconic line, which was Make It So. And, of course, it's Make It So, Make It So, Make It So.
I don't think I've ever heard this, though, and it's been around for that long.
Yeah, but, maybe because, you're not a Trek fan, so it's not on your radar, but all of us Trek fans thought this is brilliant because, Let It Snow, Make It So, it just is perfect. He put this to song.
Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, make it so, make it so, make it so. Man, it doesn't show signs of stopping. And I brought me some tea Earl Grey hot. The lights are turned way down low. Make it so, make it so, make it so. When we finally kiss goodnight, I hate going out in the storm. But if you...
Really?
Shut up, Wesley. All the way home, I'll be
warm. Oh, the fire is slowly dying. And my dear,
we're still goodbye, then. But
as long as you love me,
so
make it so.
Make it so. Make it so.
And back in 2013, being able to cut stuff together from all these different TV shows is what they did, and to be able to, and then put it auto-tune style. It was pretty clever back then. But for Trek fans, man, it's one of our favorite things.
Well, what was the one when they had like Spock and Kirk have like a romantic?
That was a bit that was edited together from all these different Star Trek shows, and it was very dirty, but very funny.
Man, Star Trek fans just like creating things that aren't really supposed to be created, and it's awesome.
Yeah, that Star Trek bit with Kirk and Spock having a romantic relationship. I mean, my favorite line is as Spock unzips his pants and Scotty yells out, "It's a projectile at warp 7."
Dude, I don't even smoke, but after hearing that the first time, I needed a cigarette. It was crazy that day.
It was very clever, very, very clever. And that is clever, too. You can check out the video on the BJ Miggs page of KISW.com. The Shut Up Wesley line, of course, Will Wheaton played Wesley Crusher, and one of the most hated, but now has become a little bit more beloved as the years gone by. So Shut Up Wesley is everybody's one of his, because a lot of people were not a fan of Wesley Crusher. So the Shut Up Wesley. It's the holidays. You got to love that. It's also time for you. Yes, you to pick the topic, you to guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. What do you want to talk about? We got your calls and texts at 917.
BJ and Miggs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose, brought to you by Snoqualmie Casino. Listeners on the Loose, you pick the topic, you guide the show, 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Yep, this is your time. Your time, brothers and sisters. But you still have to follow Steve's rule.
And it's a simple rule, and one texter wondered, since Steve's working remote, our caller's safe from the gong. That's not true. I brought the gong with me, BJ, and if you don't show some energy and bring it, you will be gonged, and then we'll have to say goodbye.
Goodbye, old friend.
I also brought the spirit of Ed McMahon with me as well.
Wow. That's a Puyallup. That's the spirit of Puyallup on that one. Nice.
Goodbye, old friend.
Oh, yeah. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
Someone just texted in earlier. You guys were talking about dumb ways that you've been fired. But on the flip side, I had to fire a guy in Fairbanks, Alaska, because he continued to drink. Well, unfortunately, after I fired him, I had to drive him home since he had the company vehicle, and it was about 45 minutes out of the way in the woods. Talk about a quiet and comfortable ride all the way to his place. I tried to make small talk, but whenever I talked to him and said, "Hey, do you have plans for the weekend?" he just looked at me ready to kill me.
Yeah, and also think about this. You just fire a guy, and he's taking you to his cabin in the woods. And if you haven't followed the latest season of Dexter, pretty much that's what you're driving into. I mean, wow.
Everything sounds like a recipe for success. He's a drunk. You just fired him, and you're taking him to the woods.
Yeah, I know. I'm not. Wow. Yeah, that's. Boy, you're a brave man. That's all I got to say. Much braver than me. By the way, is anybody else but me watching the new season of Dexter? Since it's they took a bunch of years off and came back and basically trying to reboot the show. If you were a Dexter fan and thought it went off and a lot of people thought it went off the rails, in the last couple of seasons. This is a good season. I like what they've done with this, and I think they should have done this before, just taken a break earlier and then come back later and see what he's up to. Spoiler alert, he's up to murdering people.
I did try a new show based on, I think it was the Rev's recommendation.
The Rev makes a recommendation that you follow? What?
The one with the podcast about the murderers. And
Only Murders in the Building. Yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like do you both like it, you and the wife?
No.
I was really?
To be honest, we put it on. I was like, I heard that this was supposed to be good. Put it on. I'm enjoying it. I thought it was really clever, and I really was digging the premise, and we're about 10 minutes in. And then she says, so who recommended this? This is one of those BJ shows. I'm like, oh boy, the writing's on the wall. She's not feeling this one. But we keep going. Maybe 20 minutes in, she says, are you into this show at all? And I was like, well, clearly you're not. So I'll have to watch this on my own time.
Oh, wow.
But hey, the first 20 minutes, I thought it was fantastic. Highly recommended. Thanks for the suggestion, Ray.
Oh, yeah, you're welcome.
I'll
what, man?
See it again.
It's always tough when you're really like, okay, this could be our show, and then you look over and you go, no, it's not going to be our show, is it?
Right, then you get to that point where you're like, fine, you find something. I don't know what to find. I clearly don't know you.
Oh, dude, I've had so many of those conversations with my wife. It's been a beating. You're trying to, it's the worst job when you have to try to find programs and their tastes are just different than yours. Oh.
Right, I understand the grand scheme of life. This is one of the relationship problems that are really very low on the list of issues. But it was just like, I don't know. I guess we'll just watch Diners, Drive-Ins, and Drives again. I've lost all hope.
Now, I will say this: your wife is younger, and I was hoping Selena Gomez would be enough, but apparently she was not enough to pull her in. Because the rest of the people are old. I mean, the show really.
But they lean into that and they make fun of them for it, so it's hilarious on that.
Yeah, and honestly, for me, I'm around Steve's wife's age, and at that point, it's like I grew up with Steve Martin and Martin Short, even though they're older. Like they were in a lot of movies when we were young that I watched, so I loved it.
Vicky, same for you? Did you do you have that same? Because I wonder if it's just the parents' influence sometimes with some of these guys.
I feel like I remember seeing his face a lot, and right now I can't even think of any of the movies that I saw with him as a kid.
Father of the Bride, Jungle to Jungle.
Oh, he was in the Santa Claus, I think.
Santa Claus,
yeah, the third one, the crappy one.
Yep.
Well, there you go. All those great Steve Martin movies.
Well, and Martin Short.
What's the one where it was like he was like Cyrano? What the hell was that called?
Oh, that was Roxanne.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was good.
Well, again, Steve, I don't think anybody knows what you're talking about. That's the problem.
I do. I knew that.
You both are older. I mean, that's the point. That's the problem. And Only Murders in the Building, it's a hard sell because the characters are old. I mean, they're great, but it's a building of old people and Selena Gomez is really what it is. But it's so well done. But maybe it's, I don't know. Outside of Danny, I don't know.
The texters are saying it gets better with each episode. Maybe I just need to kind of have her power through the first episode.
Oh, do you want to do that though? Yeah, I mean, no. They're right. Each episode builds and gets better, and you're really, and it's a great mystery. I mean, you think you know what's going on, and then you go, maybe I don't know what's going on, and it's very well done. It's just. I mean, I love seeing Steve Martin again. Martin Short's fantastic. I always loved him, and he's exactly what you want from Martin Short. He's fantastic.
Oh, and I was cracking up when the cop lady was just like, you guys need to stop watching or listening to all these stupid podcasts. I was like, this is fantastic. It's such a fun spin on something that's been done many times, like a murder mystery. Mm-hmm. I was like, this is so cool.
Yeah, and the more you watch it, the more there's more stuff about that. And, sorry, Steve, because you're probably never going to be able to watch this.
It was a good run.
Yeah, you had a good
20 minutes were a good 20 minutes.
Good 20-minute run. It is listeners on.
That's my watching life.
Sorry, buddy. Listeners on the loose, you pick the topic, you guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
So I wanted to know. Let's talk thermostats. How long do you wait till you turn on the heat? Around what time of the year? And also, what's your preferred temperature? Is it 69? That's what it is for us.
Nice.
In the Steve Miggs household, 69 is the go-to.
Well, of course, it has to be. I would be so disappointed if it wasn't.
For temperature, guys.
Yes. All right. Well, listen, I mean, not that I would fault you if for some reason it translated to something else. Good for you guys. Have a wonderful life. I mean, but yeah.
And they also want to know, is that are you the only person that can touch the thermostat?
Oh, wow. I in my situation, first of all, you got one of those fancy apps, so anybody can touch it now, which is kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which is I didn't realize, and now I realize other people in the house are touching it, and what am I going to do? It's like, oh, they got the app. There's no way to really even monitor them. It's not like they have to come up to the physical thermostat. I can't catch them.
That'd be funny if your wife was controlling it from California.
Yeah, and you can.
Can you really?
Yeah, you can, because that's the benefit is you can set your thermostat to, like, say, I don't know, 55 when you're out of town, but then when you get on the plane, you go, oh, I want the house to be all warmed up again, so you set it for the normal setting as you get on your plane, and then by the time you land and get home, your house will be nice and toasty again.
We got that at the house, and the wife works from home.
Ooh. I mean, I'm using it for
that.
Yeah, I was using it for the powers for good, but feel free for the powers of evil.
Don't mind if I do.
Dude, I've been guilty of that with my remote control with the Xfinity app. You could change the channels on your phone. So I used to do that.
Oh, yeah.
I would just change the channels in the mornings when I knew she was watching TV and just wait for the text message saying, something's wrong with our cable. It keeps going back to Root Sports.
Nah, babe, we just have ghosts. Go figure it out.
They just love baseball. What do you want from us?
That's awesome. Yeah. Well, so how about you, Vicky? Temperature in the house, when do you keep it at? When do you put it on? I put mine on. I mean, it goes on automatically. It's set to go on at a certain time, so it's not like I even choose. Same thing with air conditioning, same deal. Once it gets to a certain temperature, it'll go on. So I don't even have any say in it anymore. The computer, AI, and Skynet run everything. Do you, Vicky, do you have a set time, or do you actually put it on, and what's your favorite temp?
Well, I don't have a fancy setup. Each room is heated individually, but I only have the knobs, so I have to twist the knobs to a certain point. I always keep it between 60 and 65.
Oh, that's old school.
Yeah,
Wow,
it's very old school. I would like to get the newer school one, but I only heat up the downstairs, my living room, and my room. I don't heat up anything else, which is pretty nice.
I say that's old school, but actually having thermostats in multiple rooms would be great in my situation, because we freeze people out in the bottom floor in order to keep the top floor cold. And boy, old school thermostats everywhere would be so good for that.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, because that's how it is with ours.
Yeah, it's a beating. All right, Revsky, how about you?
Like Steve, we do it at the old 69.
Woo, there we go.
Nice.
And and everything is just kind of temperature. We got a whole new thermostat set up, so it's all automatic. And like I said, it's got the app, so I just kind of let that do its own thing.
And Danny, do you?
I don't turn on the heat.
I was going to ask you, have you turned your heat on?
No, we don't use the heater in our house ever.
Ever?
Ever.
Ever?
Why?
You live outside?
To save money?
Yeah, to save money. Well, the first year that we moved out here, it was one of those we got hit with a really big bill, and I was like, oh, so we're just not going to use the heater. So the girlfriend and I,
put your foot down.
I know, yeah. Right? Well, no, she was totally on board with it. So at that point, we just have lots of blankets, and we don't use our heater at all.
Whoa.
So how cold is it in your house? Do you know the temperature inside your home?
It's the same as Vicky's. We don't really have a thermostat necessarily. It's just floor heaters and stuff. But I would have to probably guess around 50 or so.
50?
Oh, yeah.
Your house is at 50?
Yeah, around there.
How the hell are you not? And again, he hasn't got COVID. I mean, out of everybody that should be able to get COVID on our show, a guy that lives in temperatures that are 50 degrees, I mean, you think
the temperature really matters in that.
Well, they tell you not to go outside in cold weather because you'll catch a cold. I mean, because your immunity goes down.
Jack Frost isn't spreading COVID.
Yeah, he wears his mask everywhere.
You don't know what Jack Frost is doing these days. I mean, you know what? He might be in a new business.
It's true. Damn. I did tongue kiss. Now I have COVID, so it might have been. Yeah.
Wow, that's trippy. Okay.
50 degrees. Keep your house. Well, you don't keep it. You just endure. Your turkeys must be done all the time.
They are. Yeah. On both sets.
Yeah. Well, all right then. I suppose then there's benefits to everything in life, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, it really, once you get used to it, it's not that bad. I hate hot weather or anything like that. So it's like me liking the cold, it actually works for me.
Do you wear a beanie when you go to bed?
No. Just socks.
Damn.
Yeah. Well, that's the one thing where like my girlfriend gets mad is she's like, if you put your cold feet on me, like we're having a problem. So I just wear socks.
Was that a tough sell to your wife? I mean, your girlfriend. Sorry.
No, not at all.
Well, yeah. Well, what about your girlfriend or your wife? What does your wife think about all this?
No, not at all. She like I said, when we got that first bill, it was kind of like, oh yeah, we don't need the heater. So she was the one that was like initially suggested, and I was like, I'm down. I don't care.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, good for you guys. 50 degrees.
Or so, depending on the day.
Or so. I mean, do you turn it on when it gets crazy? Like if it goes down to the 20s?
No.
You don't?
No.
Well, hopefully you got good insulation in that joint. I mean,
we're good. We got each other. We use the whole thing where it's just like, hey, babe, if you get naked and cuddle, we're nice and warm.
Ooh.
All right. Well, I'll have to try that with myself.
Take my shirt off right now.
Wow. I'll look in the mirror and go, hey, babe, if we get naked and cuddle, maybe I'm putting the heat on. I'm putting the heat on. You pick the topic. You guide the show. It is listeners on the loose, 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. Your calls, your text at 935 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Make your kitchen ready for every summer gathering this Memorial Day with LG and Lowe's. Our exclusive InstaView appliance suite includes ranges with air fry, refrigerators with slow melting craft ice, and an exclusive dishwasher you can only find at Lowe's. Plus, you'll get up to 10% back via a MasterCard prepaid card when you bundle eligible LG products via rebate. Shop Memorial Day savings at Lowe's. Offer valid 3/3 through 5/18 on select LG items only. See Lowe's.com/rebates for details and timing.
Oh my gosh, it's been too long since I've been on a bike.
I really like it. Living a healthy life free of gambling problems is a lot of fun and a nice change of pace.
Did you say race?
No. Yes.
Reconnect with yourself and the ones you love. If gambling is creating a problem for you, there's hope and help. For more information, call the Washington State Helpline at 1-800-547-6133 or visit evergreencpg.org. That's evergreencpg.org.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too big to fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's listeners on the loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
We have a lot of text messages for your daughter, Sarah, BJ.
Oh, really?
Yes, we do.
Oh, Sarah.
All right, we'll start things off with the most recent text. And that is, did Sarah enjoy her first Kraken game? Because you went yesterday.
I did. I went last night. It was my first hockey game ever. And I really did enjoy myself, except they did not do so great.
Yeah, you're never allowed to go again.
Yeah, maybe I'm just a bad luck charm because that was kind of sad. Like 3 goals within like 5 minutes.
Okay, yeah, that was.
I was like, and then I looked at my friend. I'm like, is this normal? Like, are we gonna make a comeback? She's like, hockey's a really fast game, so don't worry. Like, we can still make this happen. I'm like, okay. But there was a lot of Penguins fans there. I was surprised. Like when they scored, like it felt like I was like, why are we all cheering? No, stop, everyone. Yeah,
I know a lot of Penguins. I know a lot of buddies that are Penguins fans, including my friend Stupid J Mac, that is a Penguins fan, which annoys me to no end. But I saw a lot of them were going into games, and some were wearing Kraken jerseys or a Penguins jersey with a Kraken hat because they're torn. You know, you're rooting for your home team. But you've grown up your entire life being a big fan of the Penguins, and all of a sudden you got to choose.
Yeah, I feel like they probably chose the Penguins last night because but I was so happy at least we got one goal because it was fun to see like the whole place erupt. And I was like, okay, we got one at least.
What did you think of Climate Pledge?
Oh, it's awesome. It is beautiful. It's like a whole different world, you know, like you forget that was once like the Key Arena. Yeah, it was really, really cool. And I was shocked because like lines weren't bad at all. Like it was so easy to get, you know, like a can of wine. Granted, it was $16, but still, like I'm used to like going to a Mariners game and like lines for everything. But no, it was awesome. Except that we lost.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. I like the no lines. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I was.
They do a good job with everything like being so like you can just go in and grab it and just kind of like, you know, you feel like you're stealing, but you're just really kind of like you're just paying your own way, like with the Amazon store and all that. They do a great job of making things go quick. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It was
all right.
awesome.
Now we have another question. Someone wanted to know: did you die in Vegas after your crazy party weekend for your 30th birthday? Well, clearly you have not.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you can hear it in my voice, but yes, I did die a little. It was amazing. We left Friday. We was supposed to come back Sunday. J-Rubs decided, let's just stay an extra night. So we got back yesterday around 5, and then I immediately met up with my friend to go to the game. So I have been drunk and hungover for the past like 3-4 days. So yes.
Where'd you guys go in Vegas?
When? We went Friday.
Where? No, where?
Oh, where? Okay. Well, we stayed at the Cosmopolitan. We went to the Marquee nightclub. That was kind of like the Vegas experience. Got a table, got bottles, felt bougie, spent way too much money. And then the next day we did like more of a ratchet nightclub. So we went to Coyote Ugly. I danced on top of the bar where I thought my friends were going to come join me. But no, it was a solo performance.
Wow.
I was already slightly intoxicated and was wearing a dress. So I thought it was just a great idea to flash everyone multiple times on my solo performance stage dance.
Okay.
It was something. It was, and then of course the ladies loved me, so they were like pouring shots down my throat and very classy. Very classy.
Wow.
I tried to be classy the first night, but then like it's Vegas, then you just gotta go for it, right?
I don't know why I didn't go. I really, I don't understand why I skipped this.
I don't know why you didn't go either. You were invited.
Yes, I was. Oddly, I strangely said no, I can't make it.
I'm shocked. And I didn't know this, but it was so like crazy and expensive because of the rodeo. The rodeo was there. So there was multiple people in cowboy hats and cowboy boots. It was the strangest thing. But that's why Coyote Ugly was so poppin', because all the cowboys went there after.
BJ, imagine if you did go. And there you are. How would you handle like being a Coyote Ugly with your daughter and all of a sudden she jumps in the bar and starts doing that? Like that would be the moment where I'm like, you know what? I'm going home. And I'm just going to and not go back to the hotel. I'm going on a plane and I'm going home.
I'm booking a flight now.
I am so happy that I learned that lesson a long time ago when I went and decided I'll have a night out with my daughter in Boston, and then inviting a couple of my old radio buddies that I used to work with. And it was a horrible evening. And that's when I said right there, I go, I will never go to one of her parties ever again. Because who wants to see their kid like this? She is an S show.
Yeah.
She is out of her mind when she drinks and parties. She's nuts.
Your radio buddies thought I was very entertaining.
Oh, they loved it. They were.
Yeah.
I mean, the two of them were just like, wow, because they know how I am. And they go, are you sure this is your kid? Because you're kind of lame. Are you sure you made this kid? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I will say when I was doing my performance, I did make an effort to make eye contact with J-Rubs to make sure, like, yeah, I'm showing my ass, babe, but, like, I know I'm going to marry you. Don't worry. Like, I'm yours. I'm all yours. But here's my ass for everyone. Yeah. But I'm yours, babe.
Including Instagram, because as I'm going through your stories, all of a sudden I'm like, wow, that is Sarah's bare butt on the Instagram story.
You put your bare butt on Instagram?
My friends did and tagged me, so I just put it on my story as well. And then the next morning I was like, babe, I put it on Instagram.
Why
and he's
would
like,
you do that?
That was our third question from somebody saying, did any of you guys see Sarah's butt on Instagram? I did not.
Well,
Is it there?
don't watch my stories.
Not anymore.
No, it's not anymore. So, see, it's only 24 hours. It's fine. Hey,
Really?
I'm 30. I'm going through a crisis, okay?
Yeah, you are.
Let me just show my ass to everyone. I was wearing a G-string, so it like wasn't the full thing. So it's okay.
Oh, is it okay?
Yes. Everyone at Coyote Ugly thought so.
Oh, well, as long as they said it's okay, as long as you're rodeo approved, we're in good shape.
I'm a mess.
Oh, yeah, you are.
But yeah, it was a blast.
Oh, and Steve, somebody did break something, so there was a broken body part.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody
there
broke a
was.
foot.
Yeah, my friend broke her foot. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, she broke her foot the first night, unfortunately.
How?
Yeah.
Wasted and wore heels.
Oh, God.
Mistake. Rookie mistake.
That's what Danny broke his.
It is, actually. You never wore the heels to a punk show.
That's what happened. He went to the punk show, had the heels, told Danny not to jump up and down in the mosh pit with heels, but he thought he could do it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that was sad for her. And then only one person got kicked out of the club. So I think that's like successful.
Wait, was it you?
No, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. But then again, I was paying for the table, so that's probably why.
Why were they kicked out?
I just think they were just wasted and couldn't really like even sit at our table without like falling over.
Yeah, I guess if you're too drunk to sit up, they kick you out.
Yeah. I was like, that's impressive that you got kicked out.
That's a
when
shocker.
we had a table.
That's
like,
a shocker. Yeah, that they couldn't somehow find a way to prop themselves up on a table. Or something.
Yeah, but it wasn't me, and I didn't break anything. So
yeah, very happy about that.
I just
so
showed my butt.
your friend that broke her foot, what did she do for the rest of the time? Did she just go home, or did she get it casted up and then just said, "Screw it, alcohol will make me forget it hurts"?
No, so we were like, it's probably not broken. You're probably fine. She's like, I'm just going to go to urgent care just in case. And then she goes to urgent care, gets x-rays, and it's broken. And she was going to stay. And then she just like sat in the hotel room for a few hours and was like, I'm booking a flight tonight. Like, I can't just sit in this hotel room while all of you guys go out. So yeah, then she left. Really sad. I know. But that's what you get. Damn, don't get wasted and wear heels.
That's what you get.
I've learned my lesson multiple times with that. So
right, walk around Vegas, you see every girl that's wasted, they're holding their heels in their hands and they get like those little slippers.
Yes, the next day she was like, I don't know why I just didn't take my heels off. Like she said her ankle or foot kept like twisting when she was walking, but she just kept letting it happen over and over and over again. She's like, I don't know why I just didn't take them off. I'm like,
wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. At that point, when you have all those warnings, what are you going to do?
Hopefully she doesn't have to get surgery though.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Well, this is a delightful story.
I mean, hey, it's my dirty 30. Someone's got to break something, get kicked out, show their goods. Why not?
Yeah. So now here you are.
Ugh, I know.
30 years old.
Yeah.
And a day.
So old.
I know.
It's time you start acting your age, Sarah.
Stop!
Yeah,
no!
right.
Oh, I was dreading for someone to tell me that. And the day after my birthday?
I am telling you who her, know who her spirit. Do you know who her spirit animal is? It's Caitlin Olsen from Always Sunny. That is going to be Sarah. Yeah, I mean, and I watched.
She's so fun.
I just watched her. I'm behind, so I watched an episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm where Caitlin Olsen was on there. And who does she play? The same character, just a mess. You know, the blonde ratchet mess. That's Caitlin plays it so well when she was in the Mick and Always Sunny, and and that's I'm like, there's Sarah. There's my future. There's Sarah, a few years older.
Yeah, and I love her, so I'm okay with this.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
You might not be.
I mean, I love Caitlin Olsen as a performer. I don't want that as a real life human being who's my daughter.
And funny enough, she actually was in Coyote Ugly as like a customer.
Boom.
See?
Full circle.
All full circle.
That's
all
what's
right.
up.
Okay. It's always sunny until you break a foot.
That wasn't me.
A Christmas tree store says that you should also have a tree in your bedroom. Well, of course, anybody that sells you stuff would tell you should have more. But I will tell you their reason why at 9:50 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. So there's a store that sells Christmas trees, and they commissioned a study that found more couples apparently are putting Christmas trees in their bedroom. And the reason may get people to put Christmas trees in their bedroom too, because they are claiming it improves their sex life. That's why people are doing it.
Genius marketing.
1 in 6 couples, apparently, at least according to this study, providing a more romantic atmosphere, which is why people are doing it. The pine smell is part of it, so a fake tree won't cut it.
You need the real wood, not the fake wood.
Oh, God.
Sorry.
Yeah. Spokesperson said, look, man, see a Christmas tree in the bedroom. It connects us with nature, reminds us about earlier ancestors who slept and made love outside. So that's the idea. You feel like you're outdoors and you get a little randy. All right. How about that for a little mistletoe in the right place? So there you go. Buy a Christmas tree and get more action in the bedroom.
It's free marketing, man. Just get laid. Get a tree in your room.
Now, Ryan Castle, he can't get you more action, but he can get you more 12-packs. That's coming up next.
BJ and Migs play of the day.
Happy birthday, Sarah.
She turned the big 3-0. She's not happy about it. Aww. She feels like her life is over now that she's officially in her 30s.
Yeah, she's old, so it's fine.
Yep.
She's not wrong. It's all downhill.
Yeah, I mean, really, this is it.
All right, well, Danny and Steve, I'll be more than happy to let you have conversations with her. You guys have opened a Pandora's box that I thought I closed pretty successfully. Thank you, you pair of douches.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. Here's another question from a listener. Can I leave things off of a bankruptcy, like my car?
You have to list all of your assets and creditors when you file bankruptcy. So you would have to tell the court and the trustee that you have the car or that you have a car loan. You could say that I want to keep my car and continue to make my payments on the car. But the court will need to know that you have a car and that you may have a payment on the car. So by leaving it off the bankruptcy, if you mean that you cannot disclose it to the court, the answer to that is no, you must disclose it. However, that does not mean that you'll lose those assets. You'll be able to keep things like a car and a house in almost all cases, but you must disclose them to the court. But you'll need to continue to make payments on a house or a car that you intend to keep.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com. Thanks for listening.
Kickstart summer at Lowe's with Memorial Day savings on major appliances like the Smart Whirlpool Top Load Washer featuring the 2-in-1 removable agitator in a color you'll only find at Lowe's. Take it out for bulky items, leave it in for a more thorough clean. You can customize any load, plus skip steps with the Load and Go dispenser. Simply add detergent once and skip the refills. Memorial Day savings start now at Lowe's. Shop in-store or online today.
You know, I'm glad we can take this time for ourselves.
I know, me too. It's nice going on new adventures, experiencing new things, and creating new memories again. I missed you when you seemed lost in your gambling.
Well, I'm back and ready to visit new places and see new sights. Oh, and try new foods.
Yes, new foods.
If gambling is creating a problem for you, call the Washington State Helpline at 1-800-547-6133 or visit evergreencpg.org.
Take the next step toward the career you want, be it business, cybersecurity, healthcare, or more. UMGC can help you get there. No application fee when you apply by August 31st. Visit umgc.edu, certified to operate by Chev.